Hello, everybody, and happy Freya Friday and Libra season. I hope everybody had a wonderful fall equinox, and now we are really shifting into the change of seasons. So, as I was hanging out on my porch this morning, I have a little crab spider that's just kind of hanging out, doing his thing, and it really had me reflecting on the power of the spider. And the spiders represent patience and they represent network and community. So as the spider builds this web, if you build it, they will come. It waits for its prey. It waits for something to fly in, but it doesn't doubt that something will fly into its web. So there may be something around building something, and it is really like, if you build it, they will come. And there's so many different types of spiders, and every time I walk by one, I'm just in awe. And if you're afraid of spiders, I totally get it. But they have a magic that I think is really important for us humans to be able to sit and integrate, because we are so much a society of go, 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 of accomplishment, of doing everything, cramming our schedules, and spiders really just sit, and their homes are so delicate and intricate, and it takes a lot of time for them to build something. So perhaps some of you guys are in the process of building something long term. I'm getting a lot of like investments. There's really a big shift in what it is that you're putting your energy into. And we have the death card that just came out here. So a death of one way, a death of shifting, your energy from one thing to another. And we're entering into the season of death. We're entering into that winter season. So you guys, I feel like there's a really big shift in the ways that you may have been operating. And then we have the seeker at the bottom of the deck here. So seeking new opportunities, new ways of being, but we're gonna get a little bit more to go a bit deeper here and see what's happening. I have the Audacity deck. I love this deck. It makes me laugh. It's so funny. And it's like, it cuts up and it's just like a little like spitfire. I love it. We have the star, which this has been a really big theme coming up. So there's a really big opportunity for you guys to really hone in and allow your exterior things to orbit around you. Know that what is going on inside, you are going to attract on the outside, as above, so below, right? So, and you can kind of see here that she's doing her walk, she's doing her thing, but there's a bunch of like people watching her. So you guys may be stepping into a role where you are becoming a leader, or you are a big influencer in some way. You have a truth that is wanting to come out, and a lot of this like yellow vibrant energy. So you may be using your voice in a lot of ways. And yellow also represents the solar plexus. So this is having the strength and the courage to put yourself out there. I love this. This is great. And now at a time where we as humans are going more into the home due to the weather changes, things being cold, we're now being called more inwards. So if you are in front of a camera, if you are doing things, behind a computer, anything like that, you are utilizing your strengths in different ways. So I'm gonna get some from our Halloween oracle, because Halloween is coming up and it's my fave. Ooh, we have midnight, the most magical hour of all. Cool. So, and at midnight, it equates to 3 in numerology. So some of you guys may be staying up to midnight because that's the time that you feel most active. A lot of people on my channel who are following me are very witchy, are really in tune with energies. And a lot of the times I am a night owl. Like, I get more stuff done at night because everything else is quiet and is still. So I'm also getting that if you are wanting to, start something, or you're trying to find more time in your day to get something achieved, kind of scooch your schedule around Can you be more productive at night? Is there more quiet time at night? And a lot of the times your mental activities, unless, you know, you go to bed at 10, which sometimes I do, a lot of the times that space allows you to be more active. So we have jack-o'-lantern, protection, and pumpkins also represent abundance and prosperity. So, but I think that with this protection, this may be your guides, your surroundings, maybe calling for some protection because you are getting out there more. You're putting yourself out there more to other energies. And I think doing some protection magic, doing some protection spells to really help this really build a shield around yourself is going to be helpful just against any naysayers or anybody who may be envious or jealous. But don't put so much energy on that. Let them do what they're going to do and know that you have shit to do. You are creating something, and that is worth much more of your energy than these people who are just wanting to watch you and do their thing. So we're going to get some psychic cards here, see what's happening. Ooh, throat chakra. Yep. That's exactly what I was saying. Perfect. Cool. So you guys have a truth. You have something that you are wanting to vocalize or put out into the world or communicate and to express. And your voice really, it's an activator. It's powerful. And I think you have a way of viewing the world or viewing circumstances that are going to be helpful for people. Maybe you see things in a different way that a lot of others don't quite see it in that way, but the way that you see it can help somebody to open up, to view something else within them. So that's really great. And then we have balance. Yeah, so this is also that harmonious Libra energy, but this is also a temperance card. And we see here that we have this archangel and we have a lot of protection around. So leaning on your guides, leaning on spirit, and knowing that you are divinely protected, this is going to help you manifest whatever it is that you want. And we see here that he has all of the elements. He has the chalice, the athame, the pentacle, and the wand. So having everything that you already need. And I feel like this is confirmation for people too, that you don't have to go out and get more certifications. You don't have to go out and get more knowledge. Like, shape your world and what you're offering and knowing that you already have enough. You already have it in you. Now you are just reframing it to be able to be more integrated with people, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the times, if you feel like you have to continue to do something or you have to perfect it, you have to refine it, like it has to be tweaked in this way, it has to be perfect. This whole season that we just went through with the eclipse season was really about shedding the perfection mentality. You already have the skills, you already have the gifts. Start to work the muscle and you can refine as you go. There's no such thing as perfect. So we have financial and material changes. Yeah. So again, there are maybe some things that are changing in your everyday environment. I also see here with these rings that a commitment may be changing. You may be releasing a job. You may be changing your commitment with a partner. And this is going to help add to your home. Some of you may be getting married, and you're going to have like a dual income household, which that's very helpful and needed. And I really feel like there's a big sense of investment here. There's a big sense of, okay, I'm going to put this out there and I'm going to commit to it. And I do see rings as commitment. So, and then we have disruption, which this is the Tower in the traditional tarot, and this has been coming up a lot in our reading. So there's a really big death to the old way and allowing this disruption to bring in more of this balance. Perfect. This is great. And this, don't resist the change. Don't resist what spirit is trying to align for you. I think a lot of you need to hear that, because I think there's some things that you don't quite see, or there's a lot of unknown that may be plaguing you, but don't let that get to you. Don't let that overshadow this whole new cycle that is wanting to come forward. That was way too many. So right off the bat, we have the Three of Presents. We have the Nine of Needles. Woo. We have the 10 of Needles, the 7 of Presents, 2 of Candles. Ooh. And we have 4 of Potions. Okay, and the 4 of Candles. Yes, love this. Focus on success. Focus on this vision that is going to succeed. If you have the mentality that I am going to move forward and this has to work, like there's no ifs, ands, or buts, I am going to make this work. Spirit sees that and they're like, okay, let's give them the opportunity to make this work. And this is, I'm getting a big determination and willpower with this energy. And with Libra season, this is a very harmonious time. And I see here with the 3 of Presents, I'm going to do some clarifications here, but this 3 of Presents really is about working together. And in the traditional tarot, they are, you know, kind of giving in this building, and they're literally building something. My left ear is ringing. And I'm also seeing kind of like a structure. So some of you may be coming together to build a home or to move into a home together. And I also see some children possibly in the future. So a lot of you are focusing on family and finances. And this is going to help you lay a firm foundation to be able to have a sustainable future. I love this. And we have the 9 of Needles in reverse, which this is a great position for this to be in, because upright, this represents a lot of anxiety, a lot of anguish. This is one of my least favorite cards in the deck, because it's just like that overthinking to the point where there's no solution. But now I think you guys are more in a successful mindset, in a solution-based mindset that is going to help you, even if problems do crop up. You are going to be able to navigate through this because you have done the work, because you have laid the foundation. So now if there's anything that crops up, you are going to have more of a stable way of like dealing with situations. So building an emergency fund, building a little cushion for you to be able to move in the ways that you want to. And we have the 10 of Needles here. So something really is ending. There's something that has transpired, some sort of painful ending, which we have moved through a lot of that in this past eclipse cycle. But there may be some things that are still ruminating in the mind, and I'm going to get some clarification on that. But they don't want you to focus so much on that. They want you to reroute to more of the solution-based consciousness. And then we have the 7 of Presents. Love this. Investment energy. 2 of Candles. And we have the 4 of Potions. So I'm going to clarify. Spirit, why is this 10 of Needles here? Why is there a lot of this overthinking energy? We have the Empress. Spirit, what is going on here? Oh, 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right. Okay. So this 10 of Needles, clarified by the Empress, the 9 of Swords, which is the same as this card, and we have the 3 of Cups. So I think that you're moving into a new cycle where you're not going to be able to be so producing. The Empress, she's in an energy of receiving. She is birthing something. She is waiting for that baby. And now I think that you are going to be moving into a time in your life where you are having to be a little bit more open to help. Asking for help. This is one of the hardest things to do, and I get it. I totally understand. But there's going to be more help available to you than you think. And I think a lot of you have been operating in ways that are, the grinding, the getting shit done, like I am independent, I can do this myself. But now Spirit's like, that cycle is over. Now you are in a period where you are going to start receiving. Remember that spider? Spider is very like indicative of Empress too. I see that. But from this space, you are going to be able to be more producing in a different way. If you are birthing a child, if you are birthing a new business model, whatever it may be, this energy really is here to serve you. So take the opportunity to be a little bit more passive or be more still. This is a very I'm going to sit still and I'm going to trust that this period of my life is going to be beneficial and I'm going to learn things from this time period. Because there's people who want to help you. There's really amazing friends, family, whatever, that are wanting to help you and to give you love because of all the love that you give. So allow this to kind of subside. Don't put so much energy on this 10 of Needles, this overthinking energy. And then I'm going to get some clarification on this 4 of Potions here. Spirit, why is the 4 of Potions here? Yeah, I think you guys have just been in a cycle of repetitive, probably I'm feeling some betrayal here. There's just been untrustworthy energy around you. And I think that that's why it's so hard to trust other people, because of this, we have a lot of repeating cards here. So now we have the 10 of Swords in reverse, clarifying this 4 of Potions. So, but we have this 10 of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, so once you release this energy of feeling backstabbed, and I'm totally not justifying what has happened to you, but once you move into this energy of, okay, that happened and that sucked, but I'm not going to carry it anymore. I'm not going to carry that resentment for what happened. This is going to open up a whole new opportunity for you. People are going to want to give more to you, and you're going to have more people who are willing to show up in a more aligned way. And the Ace of Pentacles, this is very portal energy. We also have the 2 of Candles here, which is the 2 of Wands. So you're stepping into a new timeline. You are shifting timelines. And anytime that happens, that's scary. But know that really this is a time to be thankful and allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to take some space and to heal whatever has happened. And because I feel like you guys, this situation happened in the past and it's still kind of plaguing your energy. I feel a bit of like a ghost or a phantom energy. So you're ruminating on what has happened, and some situations may crop up that remind you of that. Maybe a little bit of CPTSD. I'm not a counselor, but that could definitely be integrated into this. But I think that once you shift from the past, now we're focusing on the present and the future, because you have an abundant future. I love this. This 7 of Presents, the 7 of Pentacles, this is going to help get you where you want to be. And this is also creating some passive income, doing things that are allowing you to get the bag while you're not putting so much labor in. And who doesn't want that, right? Like, doing different things like investment opportunities, stock markets, or real estate, whatever it may be, that is going to help you shift into a totally different mindset than from the grind. So I'm going to pull some advice for you guys, see what's going on. And this time period is great for doing that, because as the seasons change, we're moving into more of that dormancy, more of that resting time. And of course, Christmas, Yule, all the stuff, all that's coming up. But this is really about finding your center. And you have the abundance card. I love it. I love this. This is great. And it says you're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. It's that spider. It's that Empress energy. I'm telling you, something's coming. Patience. Patience. Trusting that what you're doing is going to work. And believe. Yes, believe. Oh man, this is like total spirit confirmation. Like, they're like, keep doing the thing. Even if you don't see results overnight, this is the long term. This is the long term goals. You're in it for the long haul. And Rome wasn't built overnight. So trusting that what you're doing, if you are consistent about it, you will reap the rewards, you will reap the benefits, but it's going to ask you to be present, to stay in this aligned energy. Don't focus so much on the past. Yes, you can learn a lot from the past. If you do have those thoughts that crop up, transmute them. Really allow them to serve others. And that's really what this is all about. Things happen to us for us to be able to learn and to be able to teach or guide others through it. And when you are able to sit and let go of all of that mental stuff that's just taking up space in your brain, that's not serving you, when you let that go, you are going to be much more in this energy of abundance and that Empress energy. So yeah, I love this. This is beautiful. This is great. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. And please like, share, subscribe if this is resonating for you. It really helps the channel. And let me know what you're doing. Let me know in the comments what's happening in your world, where things are shifting, and really claim your abundance. Put that in the comments. I claim my abundance. I claim this new timeline. Thank you guys for being here. Blessed be. Bye.